Chapter 4. In the dream, the hill continues. Just when I think I've reached the top, I wake up. Morning, I shot arrows at school. My accuracy was especially off that day. I kept missing because there was something wrong with my posture. I think you shoot beautifully. Kanai had returned from the beach. I think she liked how something was always wrong with me. The season where nothing but hot, stuffy air wafted in through the window was over. And I found myself smiling at the refreshing feeling of air moving against my skin. I liked watching the thin curtains in the classroom dance in the wind. The high afternoon sunlight masked the area below the windows in the shade. When the curtain swayed, it looked as if sunlight was being swept into the room. We seniors barely had classes anymore and were left to study on our own for our college entrance exams. Not hearing people's voices was liberating. Wait, what was that? Oh, this is... Whoops, sorry, that's a charging cord. I think there's a weird line on it. I was trying to sense my freedom in the breeze. I skipped archery practice. I think I felt the freest when I flipped up my kickstand in the parking lot. I even felt free banking hard just for fun en route to the side gate. I bought my usual carton of coffee from the usual shop. Then I chose to take a different route home than usual. I headed to the heart of the island, where it jutted farthest up below the sea. I shifted into low gear as I took a plain black asphalt road that was unmarked, not just in the center, but on the sides. It wasn't long before I reached the top of the winding path. There I turned into a straight road that traced the ridge southward. The entire road was on an elevated area, so I could see the sea stretching for miles east and west. The view was so breathtaking that a guidebook might list it as a scenic driving route. I saw a gate ball court and an observation deck along the way, but I just kept going. After riding for a short while longer, I stopped. I felt like taking in the scenery flowing past me. On my right was a massive field. Tanegashima sweet potatoes. I could tell by the leaves' dark color and distinctive shape. I was crazy about Tanegashima potatoes. The orderly line of leaves were a bracing sight. Riding down a narrow path between the fields, I reached a dirt embankment. The island had many similar artificial walls that had been erected to block the wind. The fields were tilled between them, behind them. Hey Kaiser, hope you're doing well. Did you wake up, or are you not yet asleep? I inhaled. Sorry. I dismounted there and trod up the embankment slope. I inhaled. It reminded me so much of the place of my dream. I moved forward. If I kept going, what would I see? Luffy Apex layer? There's no way. I was like end stream now, maybe? Or end stream, or if I do like a 30-minute reading, then maybe? I don't think so. Nah, I could if I end stream in 40 minutes. My vista expanded when the ground receded. A panorama suddenly opened up beneath me. Are you being serious, Tomo? Under my eyes was a sweeping view of Tanegashima southern plains. My left and right were dull grays. Inamitane and Nakatane, they both looked tiny. Nothing but varied hues of green filled the gap between the towns. The yellow-green surface, which was spread far out before me, was a sugarcane field. The crop had a deep color seen from up close, but from my faraway viewpoint it looked light and gentle. Lying low in the distance was a vast forest, dark green. Rather than constitute a simple plain, it drew intricate stripes that intertwined into a jet black presence. Oh, you stopped at mobile. You're addicted. The light fields and dark woodlands created the complex color pattern of an abstract painting. The contrast between the flat fields and pop-up forests were reminiscent of a dynamic style done in oil. They were pointy-looking, light green sections of bamboo grass in the windbreaks. They constituted a border that accented the blackness of the forest. A nearby windbreak also swayed in the wind. Directing my gaze into the distance, where the plains broke off, I saw a flimsy liquid surface, namely the sea. Above the sea was a sky, of course. An enormous sky. There are many places in Japan with a sky as broad as that. Towers with uniform orientation stood in a neat line. Then, on the far left, I saw something that caught me off guard. A pure white windmill with 3 blades. It was the only part of the scenery that was moving in a definite manner. That tower, which gradually thinned out towards the top, protruded from the space between the forests. Its 3 blades, positioned as 4, 8, and 12 o'clock, looked sharp enough to slice your hands off. The white blades slowly turned. They seemed to have a kind nice breeze. Although the wind turned the blades, when I stared at them long enough, it felt as if they were motor operated and generating the airflow instead. I was seeing the windmill in a new light, a sort of monument, and symbol of a public fitness center, the Solar Village. I'd actually looked up at it from its base many times before. Ooh. And viewed from far away, however, it looked strangely forlorn, and yet powerful, swallowing my gaze. I watched the windmill turn for a few moments before sitting down on the grass embankment. The weeds undulated in the wind. The breeze felt so nice that I felt like lying down. I began leaning back when I remembered that my cell was in my back pocket. I took it out and started a new message out of habit. I hadn't written yet about the dream from the night before. I forgot about lying down and began writing. How many times did I log those meaningless dreams? Every time I wrote them down, I got frustrated and upset with myself for failing to reproduce even a glimpse of what I had seen. Why did I record my dreams only to delete them? Beats me too. As I kept trying, the sky darkened around me. The backlight on my cell phone grew gradually brighter. I heated a motorcycle down by the road but figured it was just a farmer who had come to tend the fields. Soon after, I heard footsteps. Tono, Kanai called out to me. I was surprised to hear her voice. Hey, Yumina, what's up? How'd you find me out here? I saw her motorcycle and thought I'd stop by. Mind if I joined you? Not at all. I didn't see you in the parking lot today. I'm glad you came by. Me too. She jogged over and sat on the ground to my left. She removed her shoulder bag and put it down. In telling her I was happy to see her, I was being quite genuine. The situation gave me deja vu, which I guess made it easy to be honest about how I felt. I put away my phone and, keeping Kanai in the corner of my eye, gazed at the white windmill, which had started to light up in the meantime. So, oh no. What have you been doing up here? I was watching the windmill. You get a really nice view of it from here. What's it for? Huh? You don't know? No? It generates power, of course. Power? You mean that it makes electricity? Right. But how could it when it moves so slowly? Shouldn't it be going a lot faster? Well, there are gears inside that speed it up. Just like a bicycle. It takes a whole lot of wind pressure to move heavy blades like those. Wind power isn't about the speed of the wind, but its weight. Oh. Wow. The blades make turning round and round look easy. I think they might actually be under a ton of pressure. How much electricity do you think it makes? I looked it up the other day, but I forget the exact figure. Though, I once heard that they can make enough electricity to power an entire zoo. Really? Does that mean the park over there doesn't have to pay utilities? Probably not. Though their bill might not actually be zero. Impressive. I wonder why wind power isn't more popular. That's because you'll never fully pay off the maintenance and the construction fees. Even if it spins until the end of its service life, I don't think it'll ever make enough energy to cover the costs. Oh, so it's a complete waste then. It's not a waste, I said quietly. Why not? I went silent. I couldn't come up with a good reason. Because it's beautiful, I replied. It tirelessly catches the wind, stands in place, and spins. And that's beautiful. I think that was the best possible answer I could have given to her question. Kanai gestured, however, that she didn't quite get it. Hey, you're about to take the entrance exam, right, Tono? Mighty clouds float in the vast blue darkening sky. Yeah, our college is in Tokyo. Right, okay, that's what I thought. Why? I asked, simply curious. You just seem like you want to go far away. I tried to hide that I was a little flustered by her comment. How about you, Sumida? She said. I don't even know what I'm doing tomorrow. I'm pretty sure everyone feels that way. A small bolt of lightning flashed in a faraway cloud. What? Even you? Of course. She stared at my profile. I couldn't make out her expression sense. It had gotten fairly dark by then. I could tell that her face was still saying what in disbelief. You don't seem worried about anything. No way, worries are all I have. The wind was blowing. The blades were spinning. I'm just doing what I can. Staying afloat, I said, looking towards the windmill. I meant that, 100%. Oh, okay. Kanai sounded somewhat relieved. She took out a white piece of paper from the bag she had put on the ground. She seemed to be in high spirits. It seemed to be a printout of something. She started making origami. Paper airplane? Mm-hmm. Kanai was a picture of contentment as she made precise folds on her knees. Her nails were very pretty. I watched her fingers move accurately as they transformed the piece of paper into a three-dimensional triangle. After she extended and leveled the wings, she raised the paper airplane over her head and, probably feeling good about herself, tossed it into the wind. It flew a lot straighter and farther than I expected, liberating. Gliding over the gentle slope of the hill, it whirled up to a certain height before swooping down at the tiny townscape. Then it soared up again, towards the shimmering stars. Well, no. My hopes probably just made it look like it had flown into the stars. I probably felt one with the airplane and was trying to propel my consciousness far, far away. Glug glug glug. Just drinking my milk. I'm hopeful no eating aloud while watching or listening. I'm confiscating your food. Give me that. After 3. Or part 3, who knows. On the way back, a large trailer from the space center slowly traversed the pitch black road. Give me your milk? Just, never mind, you get to keep your food. Are you actually eating though? What food do you have? Man, I want KFC now. I never actually had KFC. I only had Popeyes. I decided to leave the embankment and escort Kanai home, as usual, because it felt like it was going to rain. Right before the small farm road merged into 2 traffic lanes. On the national highway, I thought I saw flashing red lights in the distance. Naturally, I assumed it was an ambulance. A guard with a safety jacket. The red lamp took its position in the middle of the road before it could cross over. We slowed down and came to a halt at a stop line just before the intersection. KFC brownies? What the heck? Let's go. Hey, Buckle. Yep, this is my hand. It's been a while. Hope you're doing well, Buckle. He lowered his sign and instructed us to wait. Kanai and I, parked next to each other at the stop line, did as we were told. Come to think of it, there was this deep, unfamiliar humming sound from the start. However, I didn't make much of it. A massive object came into view from the right. When I finally saw what it was, the hair stood up the back of my neck. The trailer was freakishly huge. It was an incredibly unreal, mind-numbing sight. There was no way something that massive was allowed on the road. It didn't even fit between the traffic lines. It took up the entire road and still needed more space. It wasn't normal even in terms of height. It was sure to crash into stoplights. It would sever phone lines. Was it going to push through without even caring? It wasn't until I saw the NASA and NASDA logo on the side that I realized what it was. After the logo went by, there was a coupling followed by a large ivory-colored box. Containers linked into a rectangle. Oh, you're totally good, Bucko. You do you. No one's required to watch my streams. Y'all can just chill, do whatever you want. You're happy, I'm happy. No one needs to apologize to me for, at least not for like not being here at least. Saying I don't care is a bit of it's kind of harsh. I don't mind, maybe? I never mind. This is just a small pit stop. It can be like just a small pit stop or wherever you are in life. That's it. Nothing more, nothing less, probably. So enormous that it made the trailer's truck look small. It moved before my eyes just 20 feet away. The metallic wall had suddenly obstructed my view. Right, of course. A trailer transporting the H-IIA rocket built by Mitsubishi Heavy Industries. I had seen a picture of the rocket at the Space Center. I hadn't known it was this big. I remembered a few things about the rocket. A space conservatorium, Consortiums. HIA was complete at a dock in Aichi Prefecture, then transported by boat to Shimama Port. On the south side of Tanegashima, the port was connected to the Space Center by a single prefectural road. To ensure the safe passage of rocket-carrying trailers, no phone lines crossed the prefectural road. The traffic light shut down and retracted to the side whenever a trailer was coming through. In other words, special traffic regulations had to be instituted to accommodate these trailers. Southern Tanegashima had taken every possible measure to allow for the transport of rockets. The flashing yellow warning lights on the trailer's roof lent a solemn air to the surrounding darkness. A low-frequency bass dominated the area. The couplings occasionally let out metallic creaking sounds as if to chime in with the song. A powerful light illuminated the entire trailer and its environs. Several guardsmen carefully monitored the road conditions. The small flashes of lightning falling from the cumulonimbus clouds over the distant sea had no hold on me whatsoever. There was nothing compared to the immense mass moving before me. Well, he was the best? You're too kind, Buckle. I'm just normal. I'm just a chill dude. I'm just a normal person, that's all. And hopefully you're getting slapped. I'm slapping those brownies off your hand, and I'm taking the remaining brownies. The trainer painfully sluggishly, continued its journey. The guards could have easily caught up to and passed it with a light jog. They probably didn't want the tiniest vibration to mess with their precious rocket. They must have been worried about natural frequency or whatever. Even the guards escorting Annabelle Lecter weren't so vigilant. The rockets mustn't deteriorate one bit before its safe launch into space. That firm will had turned into an enormous mass moving solemnly before me. Mofu, get wrecked. What? I looked back at Kanai. 5 kilometers per hour. Her profile repeated. She, too, was gazing at the trailer. A chill crept near my feet. With the lights illuminated too, they said it travels to the Minamitane launch site at a speed of 5 kilometers per hour. Ah. I nodded casually, or pretended to have. It wasn't easy. I'd been shot straight through the heart, and I knew it. The damage slowly spread through my entire body. I don't think this was in the movie. I remember this being in the movie, was it? Wait, this seems so... Okay, because this character Kanai was more focused in the manga than the movie, if I remember correctly. And this kind of explains how much of an impact she had in Kono's life. Wow, that's a nice tidbit. I didn't understand why it hurt so much to hear those words. Amidst the chaos, a number of feelings came back to me. I felt like I had shared something important with someone long ago. We had tried to protect each other and team up against the world that way. I nearly burst into tears. I held them back. Something in me would break if I cried. I didn't want to cry at all. There's going to be a launch this year, the first one in a while, Kanai said. A trailer and container had passed us, and the lights, which had illuminated the area like a stage, were also receding. Even after the road closed sign was removed, Kanai and I stood there for a while in complete silence. The line of sight slowly faded into the darkness. Yeah, they say it's going to the outer reaches of the solar system, I answered calmly even as a storm raged in me. A few raindrops trickled down the glass shield of my motorcycle helmet. It would take years. My eyes stayed glued to the back of the container as it silently made its exit. The guards swung the red lights as they accompanied it on foot. The emergency vehicle followed the trailer, lighting it from behind. The fortress of light slowly receded into the darkness. That night, I had to dream again. When I reached the top of the hill, the ocean expanded beneath me. There was a curve in the sandy white beach. I was there with the girl. We stood there and listened to the waves. I watched them lap our feet. We glanced down at the foam timidly running away. The ocean shone a metallic blue in the shadowy night. That blue reflected the darkness of the sky, the stars that looked like frosted glass in the zenith. the dully twinkling lenticular nebula. The surface reflected them, a field of stars. Normally, it was unthinkable on a rippling surface, but here I could fully accept it to be true. Ah, bad realization. This is where the rocket should land. The probe it carried would launch deep into space. This is the landscape he needs to encounter. The silver blue ocean, the rounded horizon emanated light. The clouds spread along the horizon. The low sky was green. The high sky was a deep blue. Ring-shaped clouds. Then, the presence that took an eternity to arrive. A truly lonely journey that defied the imagination. Forging through genuine darkness, rarely meeting even a single hydrogen atom. Simply believing in the esoteric abyss. Wholeheartedly wishing to draw closer to the secrets of the universe. I was aware that my consciousness being here was a miracle. Aware of the miracle of her being next to me. I was aware of the passage of time, the rustling of her soft cardigan, of her long flowing skirt, of her hair. Below the light green sky under the umbrella of the lenticular nebula, I looked at her profile. The wind blew. She seemed to be enjoying the breeze. Who are you? Okay, my voice died while reading that. Testing. Oh my gosh, Anna, you're too nice. What the heck? 8 months? Oh my gosh. Hey Anna, hope your stream went well today. I mean, wait, was I lurking? I don't remember if I was lurking or not. I might have been lurking. I might have not. I've been lurking way less lately because I've kind of tried to not use too much data this month because I've used way too much already. Hope your stream went well though, Anna. I downloaded Elden Ring, downloaded It Takes Two, downloaded Final Fantasy, now I'm downloading Borderlands. It's over for me. I'm paying like $50 more next month, or next week. That's okay, I also lurk a lot. Dang, Anna, you're too nice. Oh, okay. Alright, this whole passage was very beautiful. This is animated? There was a lot of beautiful scenes that kind of describes this, or that's kind of similar to this description, but it was never explained what it was. Oh, thanks. Gosh. How if I steal those $50? Oi! You can't do that, Mofu. Alright, I can't pay my internet bills? Alright, Mofu, good luck playing. Actually, no, you can definitely be Code Vein. Good luck playing Final Fantasy on your own. Good luck with Elden Ring. I mean, honestly, Elden Ring is pretty fun solo. It's even harder multiplayer because people can join and grief you. Actually, honestly, yeah, just have fun. Just have fun playing a horror game and have fun playing Final Fantasy. And have fun with Cole making you toxic on Apex. And you'll never meet Blue again because I'm not here. Alright. I'm giving it back, that's alright, Mofu. Now give me your brownies too. Wholeheartedly wishing to draw closer to the secrets of the universe. How far will I go? How far can I go? Chapter 2. Or Part 2. Autumn came. I lost a little weight. I walked, only looking straight ahead. I think I sensed something that day. Something big was going to happen. Should I welcome it or not? I didn't know. But I felt it coming. Then my premonition came true. It wasn't so much intuition as a preconscious observation. At a seemingly imperceptible level. That day felt unlike any other. A black box mechanism in me was sending me warning signals. Anyways, I was on the edge that day. Maybe it was the stress of upcoming college exams. Maybe a boring teacher had made a boring remark. On that kind of day, even the follow your path slogan on the wall rubbed me the wrong way. Which is why I felt so relieved when I met Kanai in the parking lot that evening. had been more wound up than I thought. More wound up than I thought? My nerves as taut as a bow pulled back to its limit. Nai might have been lying in wait for me when I arrived at the lot. I spotted her gazing in my direction from behind the school building. Sumida? I called to her. Surprised, she hurriedly showed herself. Heading home now? I asked. Yeah. Nice. I cracked a smile. Let's ride home together. Yo, Sumida totally waited for Kanai. Probably Eggy, or you could do it, whatever. I mean, we're just... whatever you want, Eggy. I probably won't stream it. I don't know if Wofu's streaming it. But I probably won't. I'm assuming you won't, Eggy, because it's Thursday. And we'll try to play when Wofu gets off work. I need to download the game when it becomes available for download. And gosh darn it. Oh wait. Oh, Pusheen saved it. Pusheen bookmarked it. Let's go. Thank you, Pusheen. But yeah, we'll see. I'm excited. Oh my gosh. Like, to me, Final Fantasy is a really fun game. It's so fast paced, and the parry system is so good. I love the parry. Like, some games, I think parry is way too broken, because you just keep doing it. As long as you get it and memorize it, you do it and memorize it, then it's over. Or you get used to the timing. But for Final Fantasy, you can only parry a certain amount of times, and it's riskier the more you parry because of your break bar. I do like play around it too, which is I just really like it. Yeah, Final Fantasy. Now Borderlands. It's kind of hard to be super excited for it because I'm pretty sure it's gonna be pretty similar to Borderlands. But I'm still excited. It'll be a fun game. Sorry, just play Hellgate Island. Oi. Sure, I'll just download it and just add me whenever Mofu. Wait, what do you mean Mofu? Oi. You know what? Mofu and Blue, you're kicked out of me and Blue's playthrough. We're going to invite 2 other cooler people. Y'all can play on your own. Just kidding. Alright. The golden light slanting in, the convenience store had a nostalgic air that evening. A sentimental song that I could have sworn I had heard somewhere was playing. Kanai crouched in the drink corner as usual, but there was something different about her today. She was trying to sense something with her skin. She peered at my reflection in the glass door. Oh, what the heck? I might be getting a small headache. I haven't had a headache in so long. It's not hurting well. It hurts when I like move my head. When I shake my head violently. Sorry, I'm just shaking my head right now. Man, having a headache feels weird. I'm good though. I mean, am I? Hope I'm good. I mean, it was a short stream anyways. What the heck, Mofu? What? Did you just call Eggy Blue? Oh, did I? Bad RNG. I'll go on Kaiser, bye. Hey Olivia, hello. Oh my cat ears, let's go, Eggy. I opened the door and grabbed a carton of Dairy's coffee. Kanai always took a while to choose a drink, but today she found one almost immediately. Oh, already picked your drink today? Yeah. At that point, I think I already knew what was going to happen next. I think I'll probably just read until like the next... until the next section, which is till page 165. Yeah. There's gonna be 2 more streams until I finish reading this. Oh, y'all are down bad. Olivia, I'm sorry. My DMs are always closed, by the way. None of you guys are allowed to DM me. Any of you guys DMing me, you're banned. Blocked, unfriended, unsubbed. You just exiled. Unless you send me money. I'm sorry, I don't speak Russian. But we're doing well though. If someone can translate that for me, I'd appreciate it. Otherwise, if they can't communicate in the language I understand, we might have to take some measures for the stream. I'm saying you glazes Wolfie, you're getting banned, Wolfo. I don't understand it. What the heck? Why are you here? Thanks, Wolfo. There's not just Mofu just saying I don't understand anything. Not even translation. Wait, where was I? Let's read from beginning again. I opened the door and grabbed a carton of Dairy's coffee. Kanayo always took a while to choose a drink, but today she found one almost immediately. Oh, already picked your drink today? Yeah. At that point, I think I knew what was going to happen next. She and I paid at the register and exited the store. That evening, I didn't touch the old bench, which was in the building's shadows, and it was dim there. As she trailed behind me, Kanaya's breathing sounded peculiar. I felt some sort of physical resistance and stopped in place. When I realized that she was grabbing my sleeve, the coat of my body immediately grew chilly. Insects squirmed inside me. I was rejecting her. I knew what she was going to say next. I could anticipate the exact phrase and even how she would say them. Just imagining it made my stomach churn. Don't. You definitely shouldn't. If you say it, my interest in you will die for sure. Which is why. Yeah? I turned around, quietly but intimidatingly. Kanai placed her left hand on her chest and took a hesitant step backwards. What's wrong? I asked in a very soft and possibly calm voice. She took a decisive step backwards. Then she lowered her head and fell silent. What the? Oh wait, I actually appreciate a lot, Mofu. What the heck? You're an insane mod, Mofu, right now. I can't even be mean to you right now. Thanks, Mofu. And a thank you to you too, a real hacker. Wait, what caused her to get more dejected? Good. Well done. Please never put into words. Things that take form only decay. I don't want anything concrete. Don't corrode what's clear to me, what's dear to me. I'm searching for something that can't be put into words. Guy's edgy as heck. I could hear the chirping of insects. Though the sun was setting, its rays still dyed the concrete as intense orange on that southern island. Kanai mumbled something. What? I asked gently. Well, she shook her head, lowered head. She shook her lower head, sorry. It's nothing. Still, I believe some little thing in me died then. Sucks. Wait, Mofu, no! Olivia, you see, I can't treat Mofu nice. Then Mofu takes advantage of me. I can't let that happen. I mean, sure, I take advantage of Mofu, but that's whatever. That's a different story. It is so sad. Like, you don't want someone to confess to because it doesn't ruin. Because if you reject someone in your friend group, that's like within like your friend group, if you reject them, it kind of like, it'll probably, depending on, I mean, of course, it differs from each person, like obviously, but it will definitely affect like the entire friend group in a way, one way or another. And in a more toxic environment, one or the other will get exiled or, you know, excommunicated basically, or it'll just divide the friend group. It kind of sucks. It's tough. Rejection is tough. It's hard. No, we're doing well. Oh, just looking from that, I see Namu. Oh, we had a good nap. And here how Tono's saying that is just begging for her to not even confess in the first place, so that we can continue acting normal, or acting how we're usually act is it's tough. Because then you're kind of like forced to like, you know, rid yourself of that feeling every time you interact with them. Always stuck in the middle of friends. Real hacker playing football? Yeah. Or American football? Sorry, this got me thinking. I mean, I never had an experience like that, by the way. All my love, romantic experience, my friend group experience, social experience are from shoujo manga. This is completely unrelatable to me directly. Still got me thinking though. Yo, Iggy, have you heard about Nasty? Like solo queuing? Oh, oh, oh. There we go. We're good. Oh, you saw? No, don't laugh at me. Oi. I'm gonna. Okay, can't say that. Only say that to Mofu. I can't say that to anyone else because that's considered rude and mean. Alright, let's continue reading. No, Namu, you're good, you're good. I appreciate you. Okay. We decided to head home, but Kanai's motorcycle wouldn't crank. With her helmet on, she repeatedly stepped on the kickstart, but the engine refused to ignite. I idled my cub and put it up next to her. Something wrong with it? Yeah. Weird. I bent down and peered at the engine. After running out of gas and getting straight on the road a few years back, I had taught myself how to diagnose and service motorcycle issues. This might sound contradictory, but inspecting her motorcycle, I realized that in fact I care for Kanai Sumida quite a lot. No good? She asked in a cute voice. She was asking about her cub. Somewhere deep down, I still wish that she was a girl from my dream. I think the plug gave out. Is this a hand-me-down? Yeah, it was my sister's. When you accelerated, would that engine sputter? I think so. I was speaking to her in the gentlest voice possible, though with a different nuance than just now. It was obvious from the very beginning that she wasn't the girl from my dream. Even so, I want to cherish the possibility that might be her. What the heck? I hate this. It's like being nicer and keeping the person around just because it could be, just because that person could be your potential love interest. I don't think that should be a reason. That should be the reason why you keep them around or be nice to them. That's feels grimy. Alright, let me read chat. I'll write to you in my broken English. Oh my gosh, you don't have there are like Russian channels on this on Twitch too. But yeah, if you want to, yeah, go for it. I'll try my best. Hopefully you can understand me though. But if not, then unfortunate. Blippy. That's Kyoichiro. You shouldn't leave it here today and have someone from home come pick it up tomorrow. We'll walk today, I said. My voice generally kind as I turned off my engine. I put down a kickstand and got off my cub. I never felt so kind in my entire life. This is like me, what was it? Me doing a shout out, or me shouting out someone rating on Mofu's stream. I had never felt so kind in my entire life. This is like same vibes as this guy doing what this guy's doing right now. Oh, I'll walk by myself. You can start heading home first. Panicking, Kanai waved her hands in front of her chest. Her cheeks were flushed and she wore a troubled expression. It's only a short walk, and besides, I wanted the girl from my dream to be a real presence that existed on Earth. I clung to the theory that Kanai might be her. This is so cringe. Not in a good way, by the way. This time not in a good way. But honestly, this guy's almost graduating. I'm gonna be a college student. I don't know. I don't know. You know what? Everyone's different. You're just more weird than usual, Kanai. Or not Kanai, Tono. Whatever. I'll let it pass. You're cool. Weird, but cool. Hey, part of me really did want to say. I kinda feel like walking today, but it was no longer an option. I understand a small part of speech, but I really like to sit on your progress. Oh my gosh, wait. That English is good. I mean, it sounds really formal and weird, but it's very good. Your English, or that English at least, didn't sound broken to me at all. Oh, you're too nice though. Sure. Hey Edward, hope we're doing well. Surrounded by nothing but a breathtaking view of the fields, Kanai and I walked along the country road. No cars or motorcycles passed by. We just walked on the asphalt in a straight line and headed to our town while the sun was setting. By the way, these streams where I read, it's a once a week thing. That's it. Usually I'm just play video games on stream or whatever. Oh my gosh, Mofu, you got wrecked. Yo, I'm so happy seeing other people actually bully Mofu or actually roasting Mofu for once. Usually everyone's against me. This time, I'm feeling good. 13th, hey 13th, hope we're doing well. Surrounded by nothing but a breathtaking view of the fields, Kana and I walked along the country road. No cars or motorcycles passed by. We just walked on the asphalt in a straight line and headed to our town while the sun was setting. The road's smooth curve was barely noticeable. If you were walking, an ocean came into view. When the angle changed, the sea hid from us just as unexpectedly. Oh, you saw that, Mofu. You're still smaller than me. A golden light shimmered on the surface in the distance. We have the same hands, do we now? I don't know how you can tell, but hey, let's go. I don't know what constitutes as the same as having the same hands. Livia, don't learn. Don't learn. Dingus is a bad word, Livia. Don't you not confuse you? I better write through a translator. You're too nice, hacker. What the heck? You're too nice. And so far, I'm understanding you really well. I'm more short wooden phone poles than I could count. Naya walked behind me. I sensed that she was. The last of the summer cicadas. Cicadas hurled their metallic song into the air. I gazed up at the sky as I walked. You have cute hands? What? That's a... I mean, thank you? My hands aren't cute, they're huge, they're humongous. I'm kidding, I have really small hands. Wispy clouds added some nuance to the upper half of the evening sky, which was slowly turning a deep shade of blue. The lower half was gently fading to bright white. I walked straight ahead. As I were pulling Kanai down the borderline between day and night with an invisible rope, I walked straight ahead. A chilly sensation still lingered in my arm when she had grabbed my sleeve. I was sinking to my fantasies. I wanted to go somewhere. I think I had truly loved that beautiful island. What are you saying about me, Mofu? What the heck? Hey, not my fault. I have cute hands and you don't, Mofu. No, I'm kidding. I think my hands are normal. Maybe. They are, I would say, they are a lot smoother than some of the people I know because I don't do sports. So I don't have like calluses or anything, or like, you know, I don't use my hands that often. What I would say. The only thing I have is like this bump here. I like a bump, a weird bump. Probably from like holding a pencil and it causing friction or whatever when I was like holding a pencil like this. Shoot, I already lost where I was. I think I was here. A chilly sensation slowing on my arm from when she had grabbed my sleeve. I was sinking into my fantasies. I wanted to go somewhere. I think I truly love that beautiful island. I spent 4.5 years in junior high and high school in Tanegashima. The island's heat, the island's air, the taste of the island's soil, I was quite aware that they had seeped into me. Did I really have to go somewhere else in spite of all that? Do I really have to move, seeking a vista that could never be existed on Earth? I already knew the answer. It was the only way. It was painfully clear to me. I could only hope for a miracle and keep reaching further. Like cast iron, my body had been molded that way, whether I liked it or not. I was probably that type of machine. I was an object installed with that kind of mechanism. Self-reflecting soup hands. Mofu, your hand is also cute. Ooh, Olivia, go. Keep on telling Mofu how cute they are. Also, real hacker, thank you for a follow too. Oh, Olivia, go. Keep complimenting Mofu. There's a headwind. Its whooshing grazed my earlobes. All of a sudden, I couldn't hear the cicadas chirp or Kanai's footsteps anymore. I couldn't. Turn around to find Kanai standing still, quite a distance away, and my eyes opened wide. She was crying. Her head still bowed, she kept wiping away her tears with the base of her thumb. What's the matter? I asked. There was no hidden meaning to my question. Sorry. It's nothing. I'm so sorry. I want to translate. Messenger. Yeah, all good, hacker. You do you. It's okay. You're too nice. You all have good hands. Okay, no, wait. Don't translate messages from this chat, hacker. It's down bad in here. Run. You think Mofu's hands are prettier than yours? Not. Actually, I can't say that. Not as Giga Chad as mine, though. My hands are way Giga Chad than Mofu's. Way more. I didn't know what she was apologizing for. She just kept apologizing, and I couldn't find the right words. I approached her and went to touch her shoulder, but lowered my hand. Why was she crying? A part of me warned that I mustn't realize why, but deep down understood. No doubt her reason was the same as mine. She was crying in my place. There was something we couldn't stop seeking. She and I pursued it, reached out for it, and had our dream stashed. After which we could hope for a miracle, but that was our bitter end. That was our bitter end. I probably wasn't going to cry, which is why she was. Her reason, the same as mine. Crying my tears, crying for two. Hey Artemis, thanks for a lurk. Take care. I always have warm pomegranate juice for you here, Artemis. Hopefully his hands only look good in the camera. Oi. Let me RL and catch these hands. I will smack you RL and you'll see how nice how good these are. I'm kidding. Wait, that sounds sus, never mind. I did not know how to word that in a good way. Hey Fade. I was just testing my cam. Ida Yoshikage. Oh no. Let me just clip that. Mofu, stop. Yamero. You wouldn't do that, Mofu. You wouldn't. She would become my other half that I left behind on the island. Kanai scrunched her face and tried to stop crying, which could only have the opposite effect. I knew this. I'm sure she did too. Regardless, she tried. Sobbing, her tears flowing. Shooting her face, she tried to stop, but her body wouldn't listen. I kept watch over Kanai across that short distance, feeling as if I were watching myself cry. The sky turned purple behind her. I could feel the evening sink in. That's when it happened. What do you think I am? I think you're a unwholesome, disgusting, stinky tofu. Do it, you little evil stinker. The cicada stopped singing. My skin sensed the anomaly in the air. The change was so distinct I had to wonder if the world had blacked out. Nai lifted her hand, glanced over my shoulder, and opened her eyes wide. I turned around. There was light. Far off on the horizon, another small sun came up from the space center. A trembling ball of light floated up into the sky. A dense, sticky-looking trail of smoke spread across the ground and curled itself around the foot of the mountains. A thunderous roar finally began to reach our ears. Did I say a word in Russian? I don't know any Russian words. Unfortunately, I don't know. And my lungs shook. The trail of smoke elongated and a blinding light climbed towards the zenith. A white calm seemed to be rising towards the sky. The scene wasn't one where fire erupted and then flew. Light was all we saw. An orange spot, artificial, toxic, trembled as the column of smoke lifted it up and away. I was able to sense that an immensely heavy object was being forced into the sky. Soaring wasn't the right word. It wasn't sleek at all. Finally, it thrust up. Its mass hammered from the bottom every few milliseconds. A giant heap of metal was being driven deep into the heavens. Earth's gravity persisted in trying to drag it down. Defying that force was a real struggle. The mass lost power for even an instant. An invisible hand would seize it and yank it all the way back. What was unfolding was nothing but the phenomenon of a powerful, violent force pushing an object upwards. I don't know how to pronounce that. Koka? Murai? Koka. What was unfolding was nothing but a phenomenon of a powerful, violent force pushing an object upwards. I watched a fierce battle between human ingenuity and the laws of nature. A tower was rising, carrying a trembling light into the sky. The light pierced the clouds and its tail grew. Flames scorched the clouds. The smoke drew an arch in the sky. The mobile nozzle had changed pitch. The SSB must have burned out a while back. The SRB AS had attached as well. Fiery smoke roasted the air, kicked it down again and again. Sound struck the air, which then slapped another layer of atmosphere, serially. A rising column, beyond the sea, beyond the windmill. The orange light kept shoving dense smoke down into the terrain. Rocked by terrifying vibrations, the artificial object leapt into the darkness. A tiny, violent mass had to depart from the small island called Earth. For a split second, a worry crossed my mind. What if the launch fails? What if it explodes as I watch? That ominous thought, I found a small wish. May the launch fail. I was immensely disturbed. Koshka? I don't know how to pronounce it. Oh, what is it? There's that one word. Babushka? Babushka? I know that word. I forgot what it meant though. Grandma? Oh, damn it. The wish existed in me unceremoniously, yet clearly like graffiti in a classroom corner. As I watched the light shine through the thin clouds, however, the wish retreated and vanished without a trace. Is Fade still playing? Wait, is Fade still streaming? The light escaped Earth and was no longer visible. The column of smoke cast a straight shadow across the ground. Teased by the wind, the contrails flopped over and it ceased to be a column. The first clump of smoke released at a takeoff had spread over the ground and was now rising like a cumulonimbus cloud. Oh no, Mofu. I see, Olivia. Hey, that could be us, Mofu. Get on Apex. The wind blew all around us. The grass swayed in silence. A lingering moment. Kana and I stood next to each other, gazing up wordlessly. We let out a breath at the same time. I could finally hear the sound of waves in the distance. The white smoke that the rocket left behind looked just like a snake, swelling, twisting, yet still slithering upwards. A twittering bird flew between us. The slanted light of the evening sun, the smoke surged, then grew gradually thinner as it spread itself out. It stood still and kept staring at the fading line of smoke. That little stop reading? Oh, you stopped. I'm kidding. I said right? Koshka? Or Babushka? I don't know. I don't know which one. I don't want you to fly. When that final impure regret vanished, all of the noise echoing in me withdrew and disappeared as well. I knew that the last hook connecting me to the here and now had lost its grip. All my senses intensified. How to tell? I'd been rebelled as a thing that forges straight ahead. I wasn't the same person I'd been before the launch. That rocket was me. I didn't have to stay. I'm so sorry. It's such a deep part, but it just made me laugh. That rocket was me. I didn't have to stay. What the heck? It's like you're getting caught in the act, and then like 2 minutes later, you're like, I'm not who I am 5 minutes ago. I am a changed man now. Is what it came off to me like. I am a different person now. I would like to deeply apologize for my past actions. Oh, cat, I see. As a French word that means cat, is that so? Well, how do you change, Tono? That night, I had a dream. From a hilltop, I'm watching the sunrise over the ocean on another planet. I love these descriptions, so pretty. A nebula floats in the gentle green sky. A small bird sings a quiet song as it flies above the patterns in the sky. An otherworldly wind brushes over the vertex. The girl is sitting on the grass, holding her knees. She is taking in the breeze. Just then, a light flashes across the horizon. The orange light of a rocket slowly ascending the boundary between the ocean and the sky. No, I am mistaken. What has risen is a golden sun, a morning light enveloped in the kindness. An ideal sun, only distilling beauty and silence and never burning your eyes no matter how long you stare at it. A swaying field of flowers. They tremble, eager to bathe in the light. The girl stands up, her long hair is flowing. Light crawls along, chasing night's shadow from the hill. Like a wave, it glides towards our feet. The light warms us from the ground up. The girl soaks it in. Then she turns to face me. Her face, that was always obscured, her face, bathed in light, has turned towards me. I looked. I am confused. Who are you? I do not know. I do not know who she is. I reach out to her for the first time. I woke up. My hand was reaching into the air, not touching anything. Who are you? I muttered. My voice ricocheted off the ceiling, shattered to pieces, and dissolved into thin air. Chapter 3, 5 centimeters per second.